Welcome to part 2 of the driving forces, which goes over each of the keywords and the 12 drivers. If you missed part 1, which talked about the difference between DISC and driving forces, and also talked about the benefits with individuals, leaders, and teams, make sure you go back and watch that video. We work with individuals to first have them understand their value and where they can help others. For example, maybe someone loves to research and gain knowledge, and they can use that knowledge to help others. Then we have them understand where this energizes them and engages them, what fulfills them at work. Is it going to classes? Is it having a mentor? Is it having time to do the research and discovery that they'd like? We also want individuals to be aware of what we call overextensions, where their style might be challenging to others. Maybe they come across as a know-it-all. Maybe they have a difficult time getting into action because they still haven't done all the research. We work with leaders to help them understand what helps and hinders them in leadership roles. An example might be what helps them is taking control and charge. What hinders them is having to be in control of everyone and everything. We also help leaders understand their team so that they can make sure that they're using the strengths of every team member and doing what engages the team to be more effective. We work with teams to help them best utilize the strengths of each of the team members while making decisions and working on projects. We also help them to see that partnering with someone who has an opposite driver of them will really help both people. An example is one might like to coach and help and support. The other might hold people accountable and hold their feet to the fire. Each of those needs the other. We also want the teams to see where there could be challenges and struggles with different drivers. An example is one might want to help someone and coach and support them. The other might see there's no return on investment and not want to invest the time. Now we're going to take some time to go through the 6 keywords and the 12 driving forces. Grab a paper and pencil and jot down which ones you think you are. The first keyword is knowledge and how you're motivated by knowledge. Some people are more intellectuals. They love to read and research and study to get their knowledge, and some are more instinctive. They like to use their past experience and their intuition and apply it and jump in. You can see where these two can really partner with each other. I worked with a consultant before who was brilliant in the theory and the knowledge. I so admired him. He struggled to do application of those, and that was where we partnered, and I came up with application and exercises that people could take that knowledge and use it on a day-to-day basis. The second keyword is power, and are you motivated by power? Some people are more of a commanding power, where they like to be in control and in charge. They like to make decisions. And some people are more collaborative. They'd rather be in a supporting role, behind the scenes, working together with the team to accomplish goals. So you can see where the partnership would be between the commanding and the collaborative. The commanding is more strategic, making decisions and mapping out the plan, and the collaborative loves to work with the team to make sure that it gets accomplished. The third keyword is utility. There's a resourceful and also a selfless. The resourceful is looking for efficiencies, return on investment of time, talent, and resource. The selfless is more about the accomplishment of the task and the quality of the task, not looking for a return for the time that they've put in. You can see where these two styles would partner, where one would speed the other one up around efficiencies and one would slow the other one down to make sure we get a quality product. The fourth keyword is methodologies. We look at structured and also receptive. Structured likes proven methodologies, traditional things that don't change, that are consistent. Receptive looks for new ideas. They like change. They want to do things that are out of the box and different. You can see the partnership here. We often see in companies that people that are tenured like to stay with the old and the proven, and the new, younger millennials are coming in wanting the new and the different. And those together make a great partnership and a great end result. The fifth keyword is others. We see some people that are very altruistic, wanting to give of their time and talent to help others. They love to coach and mentor. We see some people that are much more intentional. They are willing to give of their time and talent, but only if they see a return for the time that they put in. We can definitely see where the partnership would be here. Some people like to coach, and some people like to hold people accountable, and both of those are very important. The last keyword is surroundings. Some of us are more harmonious, where we're looking for the experience and the subjectivity and the beauty in things. It tends to be more of a creative motivation. The other is more objective. They're motivated by practicality, functionality, and objectivity. You can see the partnership here, where one person might put together all of the content for a presentation and the other might put together the most beautiful PowerPoint to go along with it. Both the content and the beauty of the presentation, you can see, are both important. A couple things to keep your eye out for. We're going to have a new blog on the 12 driving forces that gives you a lot more information and insights. We'll be sending you some tips that talk about the characteristics of each of the drivers, along with the value that they bring and ways to communicate with them. And we're going to be giving you some exercises you can do with your team that talks about what energizes them, what stresses them, and how some of the extremes can show up and be challenging.